what's new?
Let's go to the park!
Hopefully life is good and things are looking bright and sunny. That's where I'm at. Oh yeah, there's definitely a lot going on in life, but we're not gonna get into that right now. Today, we're just doing a relaxed day at SeaWorld San Diego, like we do. And as you know, the Summer Spectacular has started here. That's going full swing. But there's some new stuff that we haven't covered just yet that's popped up just in time for summer. And what are those things? We'll get into that in a little bit. But today we're taking a relaxed day at SeaWorld with a few friends. But my normal vlogging camera, my HDR CX405, is a little out of commission right now, so I am vlogging with my Lumix G7, and so I am hanging back from the side and filming while they ride. Yeah, the charging cable that I normally use for that camera is kind of out of commission. Developed a little break in it, and I don't have spare batteries, so I'm using the Lumix. Okay, Peeps is a little bit too far away for me to have a conversation, but looks like he made a home right there on the roof next to Manta. Home is where the nest is. Yeah, we're currently waiting for the rest of our party while they ride the coaster. We're hanging back. All right, hitting up the orca encounter for a little bit. I'm not with my group. They're sitting right down in that area because they wanted to get drenched and I did not. So I'm sitting up here all by my lonesome. Lots of space on both sides. Wide open spaces. It's number one. Just gonna say. See? Told ya. That's why the trainers use whistles. Ooh, it's back scratching time. All right, now that we're just sitting here kind of chilling for a moment, now would be a great time to mention those new things that I was talking about. One of them is a new show that's happening here tonight. Why? Because for the Summer Spectacular, SeaWorld has brought back nighttime animal shows. And we're here for it. Yeah, so tonight there will be an all-new Shamu show here in the Orca Stadium, as well as a dolphin show and a sea lion show.
All of the behaviors that you see today help to ensure our pond is staying healthy. That is our number one priority, and we strive to achieve this through diet, exercise, lots of love.
Oh, and y'all did get soaked to the bone. Oh, and look, I ran into our friend, Mr. Heron Night, just hanging out here next to Shipwreck Rapids, and apparently just thought some kid's finger was a snack. Simple mistake. Any bird could make it. All right, my friends haven't seen this one yet this summer, so we're doing the BMX Blast. Always a good time. Oh, that's such a fun show. Love every time I see it. All right, my friends haven't seen this one either, so we're gonna go look at some sharks for just a bit. Oh, and we just rode Emperor because had to get a coaster fix in. Ooh, look at that big boy. Poor girl. So I just learned today that that grouper right there was donated by Shaquille O'Neal some number of years ago. That is one big fish that happens to not be a shark. Alright, my friends are going on Shipwreck Rapids. I'm abstaining. Yeah, this ride gets you way wet. Although, I'm not sure how fast my friends are gonna get on the ride. The line's not that long, but it's kinda, oh, it started moving again. Hallelujah. And so while they're getting wet, I'm gonna whet my appetite with some food from the Shipwreck Reef Cafe, because it's been a while. And today, we're going with the chicken strips and fries, which I think were $1 more on the kiosk than they were on the menu, but that's beside the point. I'm hungry. And of course, we're eating here at the good old Shipwreck Rapids area. And guess who's joining us for dinner? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Heron Night. Yeah, sorry bud, you can't have any of my chicken strips. That's a little bit too close to cannibalism, and we're not having that here today. Let's dig in. No time lapse today. Okay, that was a lot more needed than I thought it was. Now I'm full of water and proteins and starches and sugars. We're ready to continue our day and our evening. We're here till closing. All right, I have located one soaking wet friend after my meal and after his ride on Shipwreck Rapids. There he is, Mr. Dragonblood. All right, so I am sitting here in the Orca Encounter Stadium waiting for this show to begin, Shamu's Celebration, Light Up the Night. This is a brand new show for the summer spectacular, and we got one just chilling down there. So all of the orcas here in the park have a name that they go by. None of them are actually called Shamu anymore. That whale passed away in 1971, but SeaWorld trademarked the name Shamu, and the name has been given to various orca performers over the years, kind of like Clyde and Seymour over at the Sea Lion and Otter Stadium. Now, from what I understand, the Light Up the Night show is going to be a little bit different here in SeaWorld San Diego than it is at the other two parks, and that is because of a law that former Governor Jerry Brown passed years ago that lets the parks only do educational focus shows and no entertainment-based orca shows. Just remember, laws can always be repealed. But all things considered, I'm pretty excited that they're bringing back the nighttime animal shows. That was something that the park president, Tyler Carter, said he wanted to do, and he announced it during the Shark Encounter grand reopening. Said he wanted to put more stuff into this year's Summer Spectacular. Always a good idea. Though, if I'm being completely honest, while I do like the Summer Spectacular and it's a lot of fun, I miss Electric Ocean. Yeah, perhaps we'll see that return at some point. But for now, we're gonna watch Shamu and Friends. And I am sitting way up here because I don't want anything blocking my view. And you can see everything from up here. All right, I gotta give SeaWorld props. Very smart, putting the crowd up on the big screen. Way to get people excited about the show. a fun show. A lot of good music, cool visuals, and of course, the orcas doing what orcas do. And just having watched it now, I can really see where that California policy came into play. Got me thinking about a few things, pondering. One could see how the San Diego show would be different than Orlando and San Antonio. They got dancers out of the Sky Tower stage. And when they're done dancing, you can take their place. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. They got water in here. Beautiful. That changes the aesthetic entirely. Beautiful. All right, the new Dolphin nighttime show. Pretty cool.
Very cool.
The dolphin interactions, the dolphin shows, always way high energy, especially compared to the orca shows, but that's just because they're smaller and more lightweight. They're like small one-man fighters that can take down Death Stars and stuff. So the third and final nighttime show that we're going to do tonight is the Sea Lion and Otter show, or just sea lions perhaps. Sea Lions Tonite. Ooh, look. They got more blue walls up by the flamingos. What the heck is going on over here? No clue. I guess we'll find out. Okay, got my seat and I'm ready for the last of the nighttime animal shows. I'm ready. How about you? And Peeps has staked out a good spot for the show, haven't you, bud? Oh. I think he found a better spot over there. But what does Peeps know? He's a bird brain. He had a better seat up there.
Live from SeaWorld, it's Sea Lions Tonite!
I think that's the funniest show I've ever seen here at SeaWorld. You know that thing where people say it's good to laugh at yourself? That's all that show does. It's SeaWorld riffing on SeaWorld. Hilarious and highly recommended. If you come here, you gotta see it. It's funny. Okay, I found out what they're doing behind that blue wall. Well, at least sort of. So that platform that was back there, I was right, they did tear it down. I don't know if you can see that back there, but that platform where we used to feed the flamingos is entirely gone. Wonder what they're putting in there. Guess we'll have to wait and find out. And with that, it's about time for me to head on out. Thank you so much for joining me on this little trip to SeaWorld San Diego to check out the new nighttime animal shows. Till next time, see you later.
Dolphin. Wait a second, look at the dolphin. Right over there, we have Danny. And then right over here, we have Danny. Right over there, we also have Danny. And right down there, we also have Danny.
Hi everyone, hi, I'm down here in the glass giving you a great big wave. Hi! Hi everyone, so my name is Danny, but it's pronounced Dylan.
Duck.